Good morning, America and the rest of the world. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Today, we're going to have something interesting to discuss. First of all, to those of you who have watched my show with Kerry Cassidy on Project Camelot, please go back there and 58 minutes, 55 seconds, you can bring it to that level. You will hear me saying you're gonna hear much more dramatic news about coronavirus, a lot of death, and a high probability for police to be killed or to kill somebody. I also mentioned, of course, high probability for a terrorist attack. But you can also go to my video that I did a couple days ago and go to 9 minutes and 45 seconds, and you have the links, live links on the link that is associated with this video. Click on the newsletter, read it, click on those links. So twice now, I repeat myself to make sure that you get my message. Of course, all of those predictions were also available to all my VIPs and to all my Patreon well before you hear it and you saw it unfolding on Fox News, on CNN News, and on your radio for that matter. So you're gonna hear much dramatic news about coronavirus. WHO declared the coronavirus outbreaks a pandemic. Talk about much more negative news about the virus. The virus has infected more than 115,000 people, including over 1,000 right now in the US, and it has killed more than 4,200 people worldwide. Nasty. So talk about me seeing that the virus getting worse. I ain't gonna get better soon, believe me. Then I also mentioned to be ready for police news. And then what do we have? Protesters converge on chiefs and governors' homes following police shooting. I prepared you to what the police was going to do or suffer. And we're just entering this window. It's actually supposed to start tomorrow, but it's already in effect, obviously. And then another police guy who make the news. Again, click on the link. It's all in the newsletter. A police officer's rendition of gospel hit goes viral. Well, it's beautiful to listen to this cop singing about his beliefs. What about my type of information? Don't you think they should go viral? Don't you think back in August when I made these predictions about the coronavirus, they should have gone viral so the government could have taken precautions and warned you? Oh no, not my work. What else do we have that's kind of important that I have to bang into your ears so you finally understand me? Since Trump addresses two major cruise lines shut down temporarily, stock plummets again and the virus continue to spread. Now, this is where it's going to get very, very interesting, my friend. And this is why I'm asking you to really pay attention. Pay attention. I don't know how many times since you have heard me for the first time, I mentioned to you that when you elect a president, that means you are going to be forced to experience this person, sins and virtues, his stars and his fate. Now, do you think coronavirus just happened just like that by accident? Well, there is millions of people that believe various ideas. Oh, well, you know, it's the Illuminati, it's the scientist, it's ETs, it's the reptilians, it's everything combined together, all stimulated by your president stars. I told you from the get-go, the day our president got in power, I did the stars, and I thought, oh my gosh, he's going to bring havoc with the entire world. Our president is cursed with a dragon's tail in Sagittarius. So anything to do with foreigners, foreign affairs, pet world, including religion, his stars are extraordinarily negative. And from his own mouth now, from his own mouth, you heard it yesterday in his speech, in his address. There is nobody coming from Europe to this country for 1 month. But I am so ahead of time. And I'm not saying this in an egocentric point of view. Please leave me alone with that. I'm here to help you to gather information of a very, very high order that I'm struggling with, to help you to digest, to realize, to accept. President Trump is the very reason to why coronavirus is now cursing the world. Oh yes, Dr. Tree, you're insane. You're crazy. You make no sense. You're absolutely a wacko to say that our own president is responsible for the trauma, the drama, and the death that we are all experiencing and suffering. Yet, I told you so. But how many of you have clicked under his pictures, which is now in the newsletter, and read and click on that link, click about the idiosyncrasy, click about my vision and my prediction that I made, I think a day before or after he was, I don't remember the date, he was elected. I saw it all coming. Now, should I being shot? Should I being sought as a lunatic? Should I be responsible for making you aware of what's really going on? Something that in no way a normal person could do, or even remotely dare to do. Here I am. It has nothing to do with me liking or not liking President Trump. As I told you many times before, my work has nothing to do with politics, my dear friend. My work is all spiritually inclined. And even though that you don't want to hear it because it's terrible, these are the type of news that should be kept under the blanket, you know, like the church keeping astrology away from you, or it's pseudoscience, or it doesn't work. Meantime, they are using it night and day to control you. My friends, President Trump is a prime target of this virus. To those of you who have ordered my 2020 Nostradamus Universal and Personal Dragon Forecast, I clearly mentioned those born in June, those born in December, those who have a moon, a rising, a natal, or hidden dragon in Sagittarius or Gemini are going to be prone to suffer this virus. Yes. Your president is a prime target of this virus, yet he doesn't do anything. Or did he do anything? I don't know. I hope he does. There's millions and billions of people on this planet. This virus is aiming only at certain groups. Now you can also add, to those of you who wants to learn real astrology, currently the tail of the dragon is in Capricorn. Capricorn rules politics. Capricorn rules the snob, the Illuminati, the royal, the privileged select. And all that happened in England with the royal was fully predicted. What happened with the government is fully predicted. What I'm trying to tell you, Capricorn rules also old people. So you're going to see much more old people dying, which is logical, common sense. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to understand that one. But there will be also kids born with a head, tail, moon, rising, sun, Gemini, Sagittarius that are going to be the prime target of this dragon. All you can do is laugh, ridicule me. All you can do is say, well, this guy is totally crazy to say our president is responsible. He's not responsible on his own right. He's responsible because it's a higher order. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, when I made my last video, I took that example of a young mother who doesn't know better. She is falling in love with a guy that is cursed by his UCI, by his unique celestial identity, to become a drug addict. He has a very high addiction energy in his stars. He is a Neptunian. Okay, so go to Doctor, read what it means to be a Neptunian on the right side on top of my webpage. Understand and educate yourself about what it means to be a Neptunian. These are the people that are religious fanatic, the people that are living in the la-la land, the people that are drunk, people that use legal and illegal drugs to escape the reality of these worlds, the negative aspect of Neptune or Pisces. Okay, the positive aspect, of course, is the spirit, the psychic work, creativity, music, acting, dancing, and so forth, the entire world of Pisces. I'm a Pisces, so was Einstein and Michelangelo. What I'm trying to tell you, my friends, and what I'm giving you are informations that are so well ahead of you. You know, I just hope one thing in the future, that when we elect a president, the majority of humanity will become cosmic conscious as we are moving into the age of Aquarius. Religion will be something of the past, and so will be the wars. In the new age of Aquarius, people will be all cosmic conscious. They will know as much as I do, or all my students for that matter. So when they elect a president, they will see, okay, well, this is his stars. This is what's going to happen. Let me give you an example. You remember Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan was born with the tail of the dragon in Scorpio. Scorpio was Russia, and you heard me. There is a lot of bad things coming to Russia in a year or two from now. You watch. Now, when he was in charge, his stars were so negative for this country that the Russian war was broken down. Do you think I make these things up? No, I don't make things up. I use the stars, but not the stars, woo stars. I have a software. I understand the stars are more than dead rock hanging out there for the sake of beauty, my friend. The stars are alive, and you are children of the universe. You are made of all those stars. You like it or not, you cannot disassociate anything that you are away from those stars. That's why this type of information was taken away from us. So people like me, a little bit ahead of time, gifted or cursed for that matter, tells you shit like I'm telling you about our president. Do you think I'm having fun telling you that? No, I don't. I just don't. It really breaks my heart, because he is ruling this world like any other very, very powerful people that we have on this planet. They want to rule the world. They do everything to run and rule the world, yet they know nothing about themselves, and that is sacrilege, as we say in French, my friend. Gonna make you laugh. Passing on such dramatic, critical, veridic news is not something that's easy for me to say and for you to accept. And God, do I understand you, my dear friends. All you have to do is click under his pictures and read what I wrote before he got elected, and read everything that transpired since then, and realize it was fully anticipated, fully predicted, and only a very extreme minority of you, my friend, will be able to digest such critical, powerful, mind-boggling, out of this world information that I channel from Draco. Our president should take this virus very seriously, not only for the world, but for himself. What else do we have in the news that confirm my quatrain? Hidden secret, sex money comes to light. Raw power challenges police deadly villain. Ugly face of death, drama, horror surface. Nature, man, religion, bloody folly reigns. Wake-up calls. Russia, famous deaths, police news, murder, suicide. The red carpet of the reptilians is right. It's unfolding right now, right in front of your face. Wake-up call. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson diagnosed with coronavirus. Where coronavirus will hit the rich and famous people of all ages. And I also mentioned those born in July and those born in January also are going to be prime targets of this dragon. And if I believe Tom Hanks was born in July or something, I'm not sure. Well, check it out. NBA suspended seasons after player test positive for coronavirus. Is that a wake-up call for you, for your president, for me, for everybody out there? Not for me. I knew it ahead of time. Floyd Mayweather, ex-mother of kids, found dead in car. You know, when you're dealing with rich, famous, billions, millions of dollars, the life of a person means zilch, zero, nada, nothing. Oh, well, what is it? She committed suicide? Could he very well be? I'll let you deal with that one, my friend. Suspected murder, suicide at Texas hotels leave 4 dead, including 2 children. I told you, during this window, a crazy person will kill people or kill his family on the shows that I just did. And go 2 or 3 days later, Dr. Cherry's visions are coming to take place. You don't make these things up. I'm real. Deal with it. Accept it. Work with me. Don't be envious. Don't be insecure. Work with me. I'm here to pass it on to you so you can learn. It's free. What did you give the world if you don't like me? What did you give the world today or every day? What else do we have? A U.S. Custom officers is charged with smuggling nearly 40 pounds of cocaine. Well, I guess those guys are like the police, secret to light, mob, God knows what. It's during those windows that the reptilians will stimulate the mind of those who are supposed to enforce the law to become worse than the crooks. US and Canadian jets intercept the Russian reconnaissance aircraft of Alaska. We already talked about this one, mentioning Russia. My friend, all I can tell you is the only way to find out if you should trust me, my visions, what I divulged to you. The only way for you to do this is to keep investigating me, to keep reading my quatrain, to catch up with the news, to explore, to grow, okay? To check on everything that I did in the past, because you cannot go and change the date of something that has been published. When I tell you I predicted the coronavirus last August, well, go and read it. It's there for you, okay? Now there are people who say, well, in 1981, Sylvia Brown or whatever just predicted. That video was generated in Russia. There are people who still want to make money out of this dead person. Rest in peace. She made also some serious mistakes by saying a little girl was dead when actually she was not dead. She was kept. Everybody knows the story with Sylvia Brown. I'm not here to bash her. I am here to tell you that I'm real. And when I make a prediction, it's usually for the year. Well, this window is all about a wake-up call. During a Plutonic window, you are going to be forced to realize your limitation, to accept the reality of things. This Plutonic window is so deep, it's so strong. It's all about death, drama, and covering all those nasty news that you see. I saw them before, I'm repeating them again and throwing them in your face. That's why it's worth it for you to support me, to become a Patreon. and or to become a Cosmic Code VIP. So you get to know this at the beginning of the month. So if you decide to go on a cruise, if you decide to sign a contract to do something, at least you understand to work in harmony with the Cosmic Code jurisdictions, because this is how God speaks to us through the sign that your government, the religious infected matrix, the scientific infected matrix do not want you to know. So I'm a blessing in your life when you look at it by exposing things that have been kept under the blanket for centuries and surviving to gifted or cursed people like me. Well, my good friend, be careful. Be careful. This window is now in full motion. Careful what you say, what you do, because that will follow you for the rest of your life. I'm not big. I am not on national TV, and I'm not anywhere. So that's why I'm divulging this type of information to you. But in no way could I go on national TV and throw the truth of what's really going on with the coronavirus. Where does it come from? And why it's killing people? And why we are cursed with foreign affairs, when finally the president himself is making very, very obvious, 150% that my vision and my prediction is right. Your own president is stopping our connection with our ally, with our friends, with foreigners. The excuse is the virus. There is so much more behind you. There is so much more behind being the president of the United States, the most powerful man on the planet that now is forcing the entire world to suffer his own fate. I know what, I can dance on my head for hours and hours and hours. I don't know how many of you are going to grasp this critical type of information. But you know what? That's my mission. I gotta do what I gotta do. And there's also risks, very serious risks in doing what I do. But you know, that's how it is. If in order to raise humanity psychical vibration, I have to be destroyed in the process, so be it, that God's will. Till then I'm here, and I will do what I have to do. So maybe I need you on a prayer too, because there is so much that I should divulge and so much I should keep secret. But to me, the truth is the truth, and it should be out there. If it's not me, it'll be someone else. Wow. So it is. All right, my good friends, again, be careful what you say, be careful what you do, be careful where you go. This is a deadly Plutonic window. This is the red carpet of the reptilians. You're going to hear things that are mind-boggling. You just heard it, okay? Now I want you to think about it, digest it, dig with it, and yeah, do what you have to do, because, you know, our president is like you and I, like you and me, yeah. It's just a human being. It's a beautiful human being. He has feelings. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a robot of his stars. He's not cosmic conscious. That's why it's so very important to bring back this magical, wonderful, powerful astrological work in our college university to be accepted as a solid discipline, because it works. It's real. It was stolen. It was taken away from you because too much knowledge and education gives you a lot of power. Because simply said, ignorance is evil, knowledge is power. And a lot of people don't want you to have this power or this knowledge. Maybe that's why I was born to do. All right, my good friend, make it a beautiful day. Be positive, and we talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.